So I figured since I was so busy, I would kill 2 birds with 1 stone and make this video and take you guys on this little trip I have to do. So the lights I have, they're called Neewer 660s. They're a fairly cheap light. They have a pretty good output, but here's the thing. It's very hard light. They cast a lot of shadow. I'd like them to cast less shadow. So I'm gonna try to MacGyver a solution here, all right? Let's see what we can do. Step 1, diffuser. Step 2, reflective tape. Step 3, Step 4. Hard light, soft light. Hard light, soft light. All right. So first of all, let's demonstrate what we've done so far. This, of course, is soft light. Shadow's still there, but it's not as defined as it would be if it was hard light. Let's see if we can adjust that. There, now the shadows are even less. So why? Usually when one would want this effect, one would get a softbox, which is a large dome thing that goes over a very powerful light, which makes a big area of broad, soft light that emulates sort of what the sun might look like. But the nice ones are expensive, and I'd have to get a whole new light system to even get it to work in the first place. So I threw this little thing together to help me on a shoot that I was coming up with. Turned out it wasn't necessary. Didn't need it. But it's a good thing I bought the reflector because it turns out I didn't need the reflector. I was expecting a shoot where it was indoors. Natural light was coming in for the windows, there wouldn't be as much of it. I would need to light my subjects a little bit better, so I made this. What ended up happening was, this was an outdoor shoot, there was way too much light on one side and not enough light on the other side. These lights are not powerful enough to compete with the sun. Therefore, instead of using this setup, I used the reflector that I bought to reflect the sunlight back onto the other side of the vase that was not lit. I think we have a sample of that footage right now.
Find a way between you and me, to remind to the world that we're a family. Every time I find a way between you and me, to remind to the world that we're a family. Yeah, and I live under the same blue sky. Both got our needs, our faults, our dreams got pain, we're trying to hide. Tell me why we can't do this at each other's side, brother. We're all just trying to get by.
Alright, that was Nathan Funk and Jules Schrader. Give Nathan a follow if you like that music. And I don't think Jules has a YouTube, but she should, because she's very talented. Okay. What this is all leading up to is this. I'm a big believer in making and repairing your own things. If I had the money to buy new things, I would do it. However, the things I already have are also good. The point is, I would like the gear I have to last as long as possible before I have to upgrade. So why do I repair and modify my own things? I have a couple of reasons. First, I'd like to keep as much out of landfills as I possibly can. The battery on this phone died a couple of months back, so I replaced the battery and kept the phone out of a landfill. This MacBook Pro is 10 years old, but I've kept it out of a landfill by upgrading things about it as time goes on. Now, of course, if you need new things, you gotta buy new things. It's unavoidable. But I just like to make things last as long as possible. Second, it's cheaper. For example, going back to this MacBook Pro, instead of upgrading my MacBook Pro every 3 to 5 years, I've had this MacBook Pro for 10 years. I've replaced the battery, the RAM, the hard drive, the trackpad, the screen, and now it's still going strong. Another example, I have a video monitor from 1998 upstairs that's worth $800. I bought it for $150 because it was broken. But that's a good segue. Let's talk about this. Number 3, it preserves historical value on certain things. Obviously this iPhone 7 or whatever has little to no historical value at this moment. But that video monitor I mentioned has a lot of historical value. A lot of those old retro systems I fixed up have a lot of historical value. You can call it nostalgia if you want, but the distance between nostalgia and history is only a generation, in my humble opinion. It's the same reason people fix up old cars or restore old hardwood floors. It's functional with a really cool sense of history. Number 4, old stuff is cool. I don't know. I like old stuff. So that's why I modify, restore, and repair my own things. It's environmentally friendly, it's cheaper, it's historically friendly, and old stuff is cool. So what do you think? Do you try to make stuff last as long as you can before you upgrade? Or do you buy the new thing right as it comes out? Because that's cool too. I like new stuff. The fridge just turned on. I'm almost done and I'm too lazy to turn it off. So bye.